I believe that people only change for two reasons.
Okay.
Either they have gone through pain so much that they don't have an option not to, or they have that natural innate ability to rise above whatever adversity is. It seems like people can't get out ahead of something. It's like the guy that's being told you're one cheeseburger away from a heart attack. You're like, oh, maybe I should bypass In and Out today.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you have that somebody's told you something's wrong. I don't think very many people, and I don't like that I think this way,
Yeah.
but I don't think very many people possess the ability to train for life, to navigate life. And so if you think about it, we lift, move, stretch, turn every single day, and we're not training for functionality and mobility of life in general. And then when you get older, so the reason why I wanted to bring that up is that um, Kim really faced a big fire in the last 8 months.
Almost a year.
Yeah. And the reason why why I want that segue in is because I believe that you prepare even not knowing what's coming. The stronger that you are mentally, physically, emotionally, when you walk through something like you did, you walked through it as a warrior for life in general. And I don't think people have that unless they've gone through something or they're born with it. And I could be wrong. And I do hope sometimes I am wrong, because I want to know that if I'm, a certain age, I can still functionally move through my life, whether that's physical or emotional, right? So can you share with like what the mindset was as you were going through up until that point to where you knew something was wrong?
Yeah. So it's interesting because in my situation, because I had developed head and neck cancer, I was quote unquote doing everything right. I
Mhm.
was trying to get ahead of things because I didn't want to have some sort of disease, uh, be experience some sort of disease growing up, and it's I quote unquote thought I was doing everything right. So getting my morning sun, grounding, sleep. I was very diligent about stress mitigation. I meditated, food, nutrition, movement. I thought I was checking off all the boxes, and it still happened. That was a huge reality check. But I think that from an emotional perspective, there's definitely some things that I was still working on that I didn't get ahead of. So some trauma just from when I was younger and emotionally not really feeling like I could really speak up for myself, and then have that kind of bleed into other areas and relationships in my life, professionally, personally, what have you, and then have the disease manifest in my tongue. There's a connection there. So
Yeah.
in one aspect, I was preparing for life and not kind of falling ill to some sort of ailment. And in another sense, I wasn't, because
Right.
there was some just personal traumas that I was dealing with, and it took me kind of getting on my knees and like asking for help a few
Who'd you
years ago.
ask who'd you ask for help from?
Well, to kind of prepare me for what I went through now, let's just kind of rewind back to 2017, 2016. Didn't have a strong relationship with God and didn't have a spiritual anchor at all. Going to private schools my whole life, K through college, and like still didn't have that. But falling to my knees and just asking God, like I don't even know who I was asking, but I think because of my schooling, I think I was asking God, but I was like, I can't do this alone. I need help.
Mhm.
So I think that helped prepare me for just the experience of dealing with cancer and treatment and failed treatments when I tried to do things naturally in Mexico, and leading up to me getting my first serious symptom in March. The best thing I can say is I thought, I think I'm answering your question.
No, you're good.
I'm kind of going to the past and the present, but I I thought I was trying to approach life in the best, in the healthiest way possible. Spiritually, emotionally, physically. I thought I was checking all those boxes. So leading up to it, I was shocked.